everybody! So if you don't know, I've gotten a lot of harassment and abuse because of my YouTube channel, and YouTube itself has done nothing to try and prevent that. This is still where my main audience is, and it's where I've made a lot of friends, but it's also been the source of a lot of bad stuff for me. So obviously, I want YouTube to be better. I don't think they can completely eliminate harassment and abuse, but I think they can greatly reduce it without affecting anyone's freedom of speech. Because right now, YouTube has a problem. It's become a breeding ground for far-right response channels that literally just make videos in response to other people's content. It's a really good way to get views by leeching off of other people's work and getting your audience super mad about it.
So I think it's incredibly disingenuous that you are claiming response videos are far right, as that would only be a tiny proportion, and you mean all response videos. Plus, I don't think creators are trying to rile up their fans to do anything. And as you will see, Riley's view on harassment and abuse is so incredibly broad that if YouTube started implementing these policies, then you would see a ton of your favorite creators just disappear for no valid reason. Now, he has some suggestions for YouTube, so we're going to go through them, and it's basically, to sum it up, he is doing what Steve Shives does. Just, he wants to block anything that he doesn't like, and thus form an echo chamber. So let's jump right into the video.
YouTube, whether intentionally or not, has allowed this community to flourish for a long time. Their algorithms and ways of promoting videos have bolstered these channels without providing any protections for the channels they're attacking. And I think that needs to change. Otherwise, YouTube is going to be overrun by hateful response channels, and they'll scare away all the marginalized people who used to find solace in this platform. So, to help YouTube figure this out, I thought I would outline some actionable steps that they can take to protect creators and give them more control over their experience on YouTube. To be completely honest, I would be happy to see all of these harassment-based hate-mongering channels get banned completely. But unfortunately, I think that's unrealistic.
Well, at least you're being honest, Riley. There you go. If Riley finds your channel abusive, then he would want to just have it banned, purely on his emotions. That's such a scary notion, Riley. I can't believe that you're saying here, oh, I would love them all banned, but you know, I don't actually think that's possible, so yeah, I would settle for them basically getting completely screwed over. They haven't done anything wrong. They haven't broken YouTube's terms of service, but because your feelings are hurt, well, screw them, right? That's such a fantastic person you are, Riley.
So these steps are things that don't silence them or prevent them from making their videos. All it does is try to protect the creators that they're targeting.
Sorry to cut in so quickly, guys, but Riley, that is a complete and utter lie. What you are advocating for in one of your points is if, say, video B does a response to video A and it gets a lot of traffic from B to A, then video B should go into this other state that YouTube can then assess and then possibly ban the YouTuber. So please, Riley, let's be honest, shall we?
Most of these are going to revolve around the block function on YouTube. Currently, YouTuber A can block YouTuber B, but all that does is prevent B from commenting on A's videos. It doesn't do anything else, and I think it can do a lot more. On other social media sites, blocking has a ton more functionality, so I'm not asking for anything that's really out there. I'm just asking for YouTube to be a little bit more like other social media networks.
Well, Riley, basically, social justice warriors just want YouTube to act like other social media sites. Acting like other social media sites at the moment is really screwing over YouTube. And as he just said, this is going to be about the blocking function, most of all, even though there is a lot more to it than that you are advocating for. But once again, please don't go down the road that Steve Shives has. He has just formed a complete echo chamber for himself. He does videos where he has a bunch of stuffed animals talking to each other about random stuff that half the time you're like, is this from someone that's in a mental asylum? Only someone in a complete echo chamber would have hundreds of videos like that and still do them.
Blocking function should behave more like that of any other social network. Which leads me to my first point. If YouTuber A blocks YouTuber B, B's videos should not appear in the suggested videos section next to YouTuber A's videos. The suggested videos section is often just called the sidebar. So let me explain how this would work. Currently, if YouTuber B makes a response to YouTuber A, that sends traffic from B's video to A's video. YouTube sees this traffic and thinks, oh wow, these videos are related. If someone sees one of them, they'll want to see the other. So it starts recommending B's video next to A's video. And it doesn't matter if A blocks B, that will still happen. What I'm saying is that it shouldn't. YouTuber A should have control over all of their pages. That includes their channel page, but also all of their watch pages. Right now, YouTuber A has complete control over the video, the description, the comments, but not the suggested videos. Why not?
Well, that's actually really easily answered, Riley. As you can see, the recommended videos from your video to me, only 3 of 8 are about you. I've got Lauren Southern talking to a real-life gay, I've got PewDiePie's 2017 review, I've got Sargon, I wouldn't even abduct you. I'm hoping it's about that Tic Tac alien spacecraft that people were talking about, and that he's not doing a live stream about how he wouldn't even abduct someone, though that probably would actually be pretty funny as well. I'll probably watch that after this. So, it's not all about you, Riley. I don't really care what you recommend to me. I'm going to watch your video and then go watch something I actually enjoy. That's why you have no power over the recommended list. So, yeah, it's pretty easy.
If you block a YouTuber, their videos should not appear in the sidebar next to any of your videos. It's that simple. As a kind of add-on to that one, there's another annoying thing that happens with B's video being linked in the algorithm to A's video. Let's say you're a viewer and you watch YouTuber A's video. You ignore the sidebar and leave the app and everything is fine. Then you come back a little while later and on the home screen you have a bunch of videos recommended to you. Currently, it's super likely that you'll be recommended YouTuber B's videos because you watched A's video. The association that it creates in the algorithm follows the user afterwards to continue recommending them hateful content that they actively try to avoid.
I disagree that there's a very high chance that you will be recommended B's video if I say watch yours and don't watch the response video that's in my recommended tab and then just look away. I'll just be getting your videos. I'll watch Steve Shives, Christy Winters, Ashley, and I am constantly recommended their videos. I'm very rarely recommended like debunking Christy Winters or debunking Steve Shives videos. So I disagree. It focuses on your video. Now, then if I had clicked on that response video, I'd obviously be recommended that person's videos because I've actually clicked on their channel. So it's going to recommend me other videos from their channel, Riley. That's kind of how YouTube works.
That's the opposite of a friendly user experience. So in addition to blocking videos in the sidebar, you should be able to block videos from being recommended to your viewers as a result of them watching your video. Basically, there needs to be something in the algorithm that works with the block function to say, A has blocked B, therefore stop associating any of A's videos with B anywhere in the system, whether that's suggested videos or recommended videos or anywhere else. Also, if you block someone, they shouldn't show up in your related channels section. This is a spot in the lower right corner of your channel that just recommends channels YouTube thinks are similar to yours. But I'm sure you can see how that can be abused.
Which you have turned off because of course you do. You're like Steve Shives. You just want an echo chamber in which you can just confirm your own biases and never learn anything new. And I don't think you blocking someone should hurt the revenue of someone else. I just don't. You don't like what they say, well, tough luck. You don't get to hurt them. It's just, I don't understand why these people think they should have so much power over what happens to other people just because their feelings are hurt.
If someone is targeted by like 5 different harassers, their own channel could then be promoting those same harassers. You can turn this feature off, but then it prevents you from showing up in other people's related channels section. The block function should be included in the algorithm for this too. So it knows that YouTuber A has blocked YouTuber B, therefore B can't show up in A's related channels. And for all the stuff that we've talked about so far, like blocking someone from your suggested videos, blocking them from your viewers' recommendations, and blocking them from your related channels, I think those should go both ways. As in, if YouTuber A blocks YouTuber B, then A's videos should not be shown in the sidebar next to B's videos. A's videos should not later be recommended to B's viewers, and A shouldn't appear in B's related channels section.
So basically what he's saying here is I've done a response video on him now. Just say that his videos might be recommended in your recommended tab. Then he doesn't want that to happen. It's all about creating an echo chamber. You really truly are trying to be the new Steve Shives. And these steps are light compared to what he's actually advocating for, as the last couple of points that he makes are really, really harsh, and they could be abused so easily, as I will show.
I think this could help stop some of the dogpiling that is inherent in response channels, because it makes it a little harder for B's viewers to find A's channel. So the disassociation in the algorithm should go both ways. Also, when you block someone, that should prevent them from subscribing to you or liking or disliking your videos. On all other social networks, when you block someone, it blocks every way that you two could interact. They can't like your tweets or follow you or anything like that. Weirdly, that's not the case on YouTube. So even though YouTuber A has blocked YouTuber B, B can still be subscribed to A, still get a notification every time A uploads, and still be able to thumbs down every single one of A's videos.
So he obviously doesn't understand this wouldn't really do anything. It's just another step to create a YouTube where they never have to receive any criticism or any points outside their own echo chamber, as the YouTuber could just make an egg account and then just comment on you, follow you, dislike your videos. As when you dislike a video, it doesn't link it on your channel or anything like the like does. So it's not sending any traffic to you that way. And I was just thinking, a lot of the points that you're advocating for now, they're pointless for the steps that you want YouTube to take at the end of your video. So why don't you just start with them, as these would be useless?
There also needs to be two different one-click options for blocking someone who has commented on your channel. The first should block them, remove their comment from your channel, and store the comment in a comments from banned users section that's tucked away in the creator studio. The second option should block them and completely delete their comment from your channel. I think there should be two options because a lot of people are going to want some sort of archive for the hateful comments they've received, while others are going to want to get rid of them completely. But as it is right now, blocking someone on YouTube is like a 5-click process at the minimum. You have to go to their channel, navigate to the About page, open another menu, click block, and then confirm it. It's a tedious and time-consuming process that makes it impossible to do at any sort of large scale.
Because YouTube hopefully understands that blocking is essentially pointless, as I stated before, the egg account, and YouTube would have to take subsequent steps that I don't think it wants to take, as it would make its platform awful.
But it's currently being killed by tons of nastiness. This could at least fight against that. I think YouTube could also just do away with the dislike button entirely. YouTube is one of the few social media networks that has a dislike button. Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram all just have likes and comments, no dislikes. Facebook has 5 different emotion reactions, but none of them is strictly a dislike. Obviously, some sites like Reddit have a downvote, but I don't think Reddit is the site you want to be emulating, considering it's the home base for a lot of the horrible people on the internet who target YouTube creators in the first place.
Ah, so you want YouTube to go down the route that Netflix did when Amy Schumer's comedy special was just completely destroyed, as it was actually almost unwatchable, and the Steven Crowder review on it was a lot more entertaining. And can you hear what you were saying, Riley? Get rid of the dislike button. Why? You do realize the dislike button actually helps creators, as if they do a video that is really bad, then the dislike button shows them that. Or it shows other people that a video sucks. Do you understand the YouTube community whatsoever? There would be such an outcry if you got rid of the dislike button, because it's pointless. You really just don't want any criticism. This video should be just changed to, my feelings are hurt because people are disagreeing with me, so I want them all silenced and blocked.
If your video gets shared on the wrong subreddit, you're screwed. So I think YouTube should just do away with it. People can express their dislike through comments if they want. But right now, it's really easy for people to abuse the thumbs down button and send thousands of their followers to go dislike someone else's video. Some people even have bots that mass dislike videos for them. It's just a system that is too easily abused. Also, YouTube should have a built-in feature that allows you to block all of the subscribers of a different channel. This is similar to how blockchain works on Twitter. If someone is making hateful videos about you and sending their subscribers at you, you could simply click a button, block all their subscribers, and then they wouldn't be able to dogpile you with their subscribers anymore.
Seriously, dude, are you actually advocating for the power to not only block content creators you don't like, but also all their subscribers as well? Come on, man. Why do you think you have any right to this said power? Do you realize that this system would be abused just indiscriminately across the board? Plus, it would completely change the atmosphere on YouTube. It used to be a free and open place where just ideas were the weapon and just your talents. Now YouTube keeps trying to screw it over with Adpocalypse and Adpocalypse 2. And now you just basically completely want to torch the platform. Nice. This is how you destroy YouTube, folks. use Steve Shives as your god, and then, yeah, just block everything.
Problem solved. Speaking of dogpiling, another feature YouTube could add is that when they see a ton of traffic going from one video to another, that should set off a red flag for that video to be reviewed for breaking YouTube's community guidelines, which specifically forbid harassment and cyberbullying. I know that YouTube has this technology because their algorithm knows when one video is driving a lot of traffic to another video. You can even look and see in your analytics to see where traffic is coming from. YouTube has this information. It shouldn't be difficult to set up a process that says if video X is sending Y number of people to video Z, it gets automatically flagged. I don't know what the threshold would be for the Y number, but I'm assuming YouTube could easily define some sort of parameter for that with all the data they have.
This is basically pointless, as you would have the content creator and all their subscribers blocked, so I don't know how that content creator is going to send a ton of people to your video if no one can actually go and watch your video. But if that actually did happen, wow, congratulations. Another way to scare creators. Oh, watch out. If your video sends traffic to another video, you might be banned, or your video at least banned, or demonetized, which probably happened anyway, because Riley's a complete moron. Some of these don't even make any sense because of the other steps that you want implemented.
Also, I'm not saying the video should automatically be taken down, just that it should be flagged for review and that a human should go review that video and ensure that it doesn't include harassment, bullying, or hate speech against a protected group. Related to that, YouTube's community guidelines and its policy on hate speech are surprisingly strongly worded. I say surprisingly because, in my experience, they're not enforced to anywhere near as tough as the language in their guidelines suggests they should be. They specifically ban speech that incites hatred against people based on race or ethnic origin, religion, disability, gender, age, veteran status, sexual orientation, or gender identity. I'm not sure why gender and gender identity are different categories, but that's what it says. Despite this, I've seen videos calling trans people awful slurs that haven't been taken down. People are regularly targeted for their gender or sexual orientation or religion or race, and YouTube doesn't seem to do anything about it. I'm just suggesting that they get stricter on that and actually live up to what their community guidelines say they should be doing. Also, I want to point out that misgendering trans people should 100% be considered inciting hatred against them.
See, this is why I dislike Riley Dennis so freaking much. Or should I say Justin Dennis? Why as well? I'm just going to call you Justin for the rest of this, mate. Because you think people should be completely screwed over, banned off YouTube. So what happens if a big YouTuber called you Justin? Oh my gosh. Or he. That's apparently inciting hatred and harassment against you. And yet, you just sit here like you're the victim. Oh, yep, Justin Dennis is the victim. Yeah, oh, he's having so much hatred about someone saying he instead of she or it or whatever the hell you want to be called. I hate these ideologues. Have you seen these steps? You lost me completely at the block all the subscribers as well. Because it's just dumb on so many freaking levels. And would actually hurt you as well in the pocket. You moron.
On the basis of their gender. The only purpose in misgendering trans people is that it hurts them and incites hatred against them. That's it. And yet there are thousands of videos on YouTube of people happily misgendering trans people all over the place. That's not okay, and it's not something that YouTube should allow to continue. At the very least, YouTube shouldn't be monetizing hateful response videos. After all, their advertiser-friendly policy seems to be enforced much more strictly than their community guidelines. Still, I personally don't think that demonetizing hateful content goes far enough. I also don't think channels that regularly do this should be verified. Twitter has shown that it can de-verify hateful accounts, and YouTube could do the same.
Okay, maybe you'll understand it like this, Justin. Let's just say a bunch of those terrifying Christian traditionalists that you all fear so freaking much take over YouTube. They find gays completely sinful. They find non-binary completely sinful. They find your content hateful. Goodbye. Or we'll just apply what you said at the start. Oh, you want all these hateful channels banned. Well, they would just ban you all. And that's the problem that you don't understand. The rules that you are implementing now can be used against you. But you just don't get it. But yeah, calling you he instead of she or it or whatever the hell you want to be called. Yeah, that's just inciting violence. That's inciting hatred, harassment. Jeez, ideologues are just so insane.
And that is all the suggestions that I have for YouTube right now. I don't know if any of this will ever be implemented, probably not, but I wanted to at least put it out there in the hopes that maybe someone from YouTube would see it and try to do something to fix this mess. I'm also really looking forward to all the harassment I'm gonna get for this video, as everyone claims that I'm an evil SJW who just wants to silence everybody. It's hilarious, the caricature of me that these people have in their heads. These are all really reasonable suggestions. Nothing I've put forward in this video violates anyone's right to free speech. You're fine. But marginalized people are being chased off of YouTube, and viewers are having a bad experience. YouTube needs to do something.
And of course he has the absolute gall to state that he is for freedom of speech, even though he stated earlier that if he had the power he would just block anyone he deems as hateful. Just sheer hypocrisy, folks. And that was minute 1. That's not the rest of his videos. So, and to all Justin's subscribers that I might be getting a little bit emotional now that I've been calling him Justin and he instead of she or it or Riley, then you really need to reassess your value system, as me calling him Justin has no effect on him. I am not inciting harassment against you, Justin, you lunatic. But what you are advocating for, Justin, would have monetary effects, potentially getting people banned off the platform if what you actually wanted came to fruition, such as the power to just ban anyone hateful, and you are too dumb to see that if an ideological opponent took over the platform, they could use your exact rule set and ban you off the platform. And everyone you like, Christy Winters gone, Feminist Frequency gone. And yet you ideologues will get annoyed at me for calling him a he, after he is the freaking one that would screw my life over for calling him a he. It's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. I honestly see a lot of ideologues around you, mate, and it's just, yeah, just keep not living in reality. Keep supporting someone that would just ban his opponents because he can't defeat them ideologically. That's such an intelligent thing to do. Anyway, I apologize about getting a bit frustrated in this video. I'm just sick of ideologues thinking they have the power to just ban anyone that they disagree with, and that people will get more annoyed at me for calling him a he than at Justin for wanting to ban everyone. Anyway, my previous video was copyrighted by Viacom, Song for Women 2017. I'm gonna re-edit it and upload it because it's really cringeworthy. It's actually quite funny as well because, yeah, Comedy Central has just gone completely and utterly down the drain, apparently. Plus, I've got a Flash feminism video, I've got Kevin Logan acting like a complete moron video, and I got a Star Wars video coming up, so you've got 3 in the works. And please come follow me on Twitter and Discord, as I'm going to be using Twitter a lot more, but I don't really want to be tweeting to myself, so anyone that follows me on Twitter, I really, really appreciate it. And please, guys, me calling him he and Justin, you might think I'm a bit of a dick, and that's fine. But I'm not harassing this person, and he is the one that is advocating for systems that will just completely screw over people, just purely based on the fact that his feelings are hurt, and other people's feelings like his are hurt. Anyway, thanks for watching, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you all in the next video.